Hey, it's Mark Leonard with your video thought for the day. Do you love this gorgeous background? Look at that. Pipes, vents, lights. There. Let's see if I can do this right. Lights. That's a light. It's kind of hard to do. Windows, buildings. Look, they got all that junk up there on the building. Why? Well, all of that has a purpose. I really don't think anything's up there random. The vents are to ventilate. The pipes are to pipe things. You've got reasons, windows to let in light. You've got reasons for those. And the neat thing about today is today you have reasons to be alive. Oh, you may think, no, I really don't. But you do. We all do. And as we looked at Gideon so far this week, we'll see that Gideon had more reason to be alive than he ever suspected. See, Gideon's just out one day hiding out to thresh his wheat, to get the chaff away so that he's got the kernels he can use to eat and to make bread and things. And he's doing it in secret because the Midianites are oppressing Israel. And they're stealing everything, marauding. God comes to him, and God calls him and says, hey, fearless one, in the might that you've got, I'm going to use you to save Israel. Well, Gideon's says, no. With all due respect, I'm like one of the weakest clans. I'm a weak guy. I don't have what it takes. But God says to him, yes, you do. I have plans for you today. And it's so interesting to me that so many people who are God's great instruments in the Bible at first are very reticent and don't see how they can do it. Moses was the same way. In fact, the Gideon story uses a lot of the language that Moses used. Remember, Moses didn't think he had what it took to help Israel escape out of Egypt into the promised land. Well, Gideon is trying to help Israel escape within the promised land from people who are marauding and controlling them. And much like Moses, he says, I don't have what it takes. God says, well, you may not realize it, but I'm your victory. I'm the one who's got what it takes. I'm the one who'll be your strength. And Gideon says, I'd really love a sign that I'm not just having a wild dream right now. And he goes out and he prepares a sacrifice, which God receives. You and I have a day in front of us. Or maybe you're watching this at night. You've got a night in front of you, and tomorrow, a new day. But our days need to be filled with a recognition that with God at work in our lives, we are fit for whatever work He gives us to do. God doesn't give you something to do that you can't do. You say, well, I don't really have anything big to do today. Oh, yes, you do. You are to treat people today with kindness and love and mercy. And God wouldn't call you to do that if He wouldn't empower you to do it. You are to approach today without worry, instead casting your cares upon God and trusting Him to take care of them. You say, well, I can't do that. I'm a worrier. Oh, you can do that if you let God be your strength. All of this is God training us and using us to grow us into His instruments to change the world. So you got a big day in front of you. Go out in God and serve Him today. That's your video thought for today. See you tomorrow.